Blwyddyn arall, unwaith eto, da ni wedi bod yn brysur a wedi bod yn llwyddiannus. Hello everybody, it's another year. Here we are again. It's been a busy year, but it's been a successful year. It's been a year of consolidation in a period which is actually pretty difficult. We've been living under austerity now for 10 years, and there is still no more money in the system. But we are still in business, we're still here, and we're still more resilient than we've ever been. Thanks very much to you. There are still pressure on budgets. I cannot promise that things are going to get better very quickly. We don't know, of course, what will happen with Brexit. But one thing I can say is that we are stronger at the end of this year than we were at the beginning, and that's got to be a good thing. In terms of care, the services that we provide, we are still positioning ourselves as we can in the forefront of care. We've been working with health and social services on person-centred active support, and this is actually rolling forward, moving forward, and we are right in the centre of that. We are undergoing the re-registration rather that we need to do under RISCA, and that's all going on absolutely fine. And I understand that our supported living contracts have now been extended until 2020. So in some ways, we have to see that as a good thing. What happens after 2020, of course, we don't know. But right now, things aren't too bad. And that's a good thing to be able to say because we've been through some very difficult times over the last few years. Anheddau have been running their ASDAN courses, and that's been bringing in younger individuals, and we see that as being a good development. And then another exciting development, we're involved with a social value project. Social value is really interesting and starts to look at a different way of thinking about what we do. There's always pressure on budgets, we keep talking about that, and so we tend to have a focus on costs. Costs are costs. Value is something else. Value is what we're able to give to the people we serve, to our service users. But in terms of social value, that captures other things too, because it's not just the contribution we make to our service users, it's also the contribution that our activities make to the wider community. And we're working with Manchester Gwynedd on a social value project where we seek to capture that. And this more integrated way of thinking about what we do will ultimately, I think, start to inform the way we think about the services we provide. And that is a really exciting development. Other good news, our systems are continuing to improve. Some of you will already have been involved, I think in Ynys South Gwynedd and in Conwy, I think we've rolled out My Compliance in terms of incident reporting. This is an absolutely brilliant system. It makes so much difference to all of you. You know that the rules are very simple. Record and report. It's a much, much easier way of doing that. We're able to process the information much more quickly. It goes to exactly the right people in real time. It's a truly excellent system. It enables us to manage our risks as an organisation and, of course, risks to you as members of staff much more effectively because we are completely aware at all stages of what's going on in real time. So that's really, really good. And the other thing, of course, has been changes to data protection rules, and we are absolutely on top of GDPR. Actually, speaking from the chair, that's one of the things I really enjoy about this organisation. If something's happening, we tend to get on top of it very quickly. We don't wait for things to catch up with us. We're not trying to do things by some kind of deadline. If it needs doing, we get on with it. In terms of staff, there's been some issues on that. I've been seeing that Anheddau Academy has been busy. It's been working on HSCIF, providing HSCIF training. Also, it's heavily involved in making sure that all of you are ready for something which is coming in, I think, 18 months' time, and that is that you all need to be registered in order to be able to work in social care. It's important for all of you, it's important for us, and again, in terms of us being ahead of the game, we'll be encouraging you to make sure that you are able to be registered, and Anheddau will provide you with every assistance in making sure that comes to pass, and they'll be providing the organisational endorsement that you will require in order to be able to get your personal registration. Next year, Anheddau will have been going for 30 years. Just think about that, 30 years. And I've been told that I've been on the board for over 20 years. So I've been here from quite early days, really. And so Janetta and so some of the other members of staff. One of the great things about this organisation is that we have people who've been here for a long time, got good organisational knowledge, and that gives a kind of a solid weight to the organisation, which is really good. We've built a successful organisation which provides high quality care, but that care is provided by you. We have in the sector a very good, solid reputation. That's something at board level we see as incredibly important, and it's something that we cherish. But that reputation is built on your efforts, not on us as a board. You're the people delivering the service, and that is why it's so important that you feel that we are supporting you, and we understand the contribution that you make to the way that this organisation is run and that contribution to its ongoing success. On behalf of the board, I want to thank you all for your hard work this year, your commitment and your enthusiasm. Whenever I come into this building and when I come out to the projects, when I meet you as individuals, one of the things that I pick up and my colleagues have picked up on the road trips around is the enthusiasm and commitment that you bring to the service that we provide, and that's absolutely fantastic. Cadeirydd, diolch yn fawr I chi I gyd, Nadolig llawn, a blwyddyn newydd dda, a dwi'n edrych ymlaen I cael cyfarfodydd efo chi blwyddyn nesaf. May I say on behalf of the board, many thanks. Happy Christmas. I'm looking forward to a prosperous new year, and I look forward to catching up with you as we continue our meetings around Anheddau's patch. Thank you all very much indeed.